Hello everyone. In today's video we are going to speak about the importance of always keeping a cheerful countenance, always smiling. The sages throughout time have emphasized on the importance of receiving anyone that comes to you with a cheerful face, with a smile in your face. And they clearly point that a believer, his face or her face will show his internal state. Therefore, for a believer person, you should always try to keep a smile on your face. Try to always look happy because you have reasons to be happy. Because a smile is a sign of an internal process of working. It shows that you have worked on yourself to such a point in which you have reached a balance in your life, stability, internal peace, happiness, and it's a reflection also of your faith. A person who claims to say, I believe in God, in Allah, in the Almighty, this, that, whatever religion, you expect to see someone happy, smiling, not someone who is like sad or depressed, and you look at the person, is like, this person, how could it be? He or she claims to believe in God, and he's always he's always sad, he's always unhappy or upset. How could it be that he's always angry and he's always yelling, and you see grumpy face? And I sometimes have asked this question myself, to the point in which I've asked people, why are you like this with this kind of character when technically you should be always happy and smiling? I will quote from you one of the teachings of the sages on this respect. A great scholar from the Middle Ages wrote the following: one's face should always shine, and he should receive all people with a cheerful countenance. And he said also that the face of a person reflects life, light. And also continues, he says, the light of his countenance, meaning the light of his face, should be unchanging, and all who look into his face should find nothing but joy and cheerfulness. No factor should distract him from this at all. Meaning, for a believer, he or she must make the effort to always be happy, because you have a reason to be happy. You are a servant of the most merciful. You have hope. You have a belief in which you expect so much reward and happiness. Therefore, you should be expectant of that. You should have joy in your face. On your face should reflect, oh, this person is a believer. This person is a servant of the Almighty. And his face shows what you believe. Because by the countenance of a person, you can tell what kind of person is that one. Just by looking at the person or at the face of someone, you can tell his character or her character. You can tell if the person is a kind-hearted, loving person, or you can tell if the person might be a criminal, or maybe someone that has a very bad character, violent, aggressive, even though pretends to be religious. But the face says a lot. The face says a lot. Therefore, when you meet sometimes people that are always smiling, there's light coming from their face, that is contagious. Because if you're having a bad day, if you are sad, and you meet someone like that, usually you also cheer up. You get contagious by this happiness. And just by looking at this person, or just being in the company of these people, you really get motivated. Because the face also, like I said, show a state of internal peace, love, kindness, good character. And you feel good in the presence of these people. Because like I said, for the believer, for example, it is a sign of your faith. Someone like a believer, should always be happy. And regarding this, the different or the opposite, for example, is like meeting someone, right, that is always angry. Imagine sometimes you go to a restaurant, right, and the server comes to you and treats you right. You can notice, right, by looking at the face of the person, that this woman or this guy doesn't want to be working, or maybe he's having a bad day and is angry, or this or that. And isn't it true that you don't enjoy really that much maybe the dinner at the restaurant because of the server, maybe because that transmits to you that negative energy and is giving you these negative vibes, right, that are making you feel uncomfortable, and then you say, oh, I'm not gonna come back here anymore because the service is bad, is that. But if the opposite happens, you go to a place, right, and the person that comes to you, that is taking care of you, is smiling, and you see that the voice, how she or he speaks, right, the way he or she let out the words, the message, you can notice the kind-hearted, the warm heart, the feelings, the emotions, right? And all of this is reflected on the face. And the same way, like the sages state, as I quoted, you should always try to be happy with a cheerful countenance. For a believer, it's good to be like this, to receive people like that, because you can change people's life. Someone is having a bad day and you smile, and that is an act of charity. You are changing people's life just by your face. And again, it says a lot about you internally, who you are, your personality. And therefore, especially, make the effort, because it's true that sometimes we all have a bad day. We all have a day that is a black day, let's say. But not every day should be like that. And you find people, sadly, that as soon as they wake up, they are like, it looks like they want to bite you. Don't get close because you might get bitten. How could it be? I remember now, a sheikh, a Mufti Menk, he one time was giving a lecture, and he talks about it. He said that so you find sometimes some brothers, right? You see them at the mosque, at the masjid, and they look at you, and they're like angry, and you see them all well dressed with thobe, and you look, oh God, this guy is a religious person, but they're like always mad. And he said, not even the lions look at you like that in Africa. The lions even smile at you. I know this is an example, but there's a message here. The message is that we should always, like the sages said, receive everybody with a light on your face, with a shining, with a smile. Because not only you are changing people's life, it shows who you are. And it's true that we all feel good in the company of people like this. Let's therefore show or let out the light of God, basically, because you are basically, for example, a believer, when you see him like smiling, happy, that's, like I said, a sign of his faith. It's like a channel in which the light of God, if you want to call it in a mystical term, is shining through you, because that's a state of your beliefs, all the promises. Therefore, you are happy, you are excited, and try to always be like this. Don't allow difficulties or problems bring you down. Yes, it's understandable that sometimes you might feel not that happy, but try to be happy. Try not to allow exterior things take away your happiness. Don't allow that exterior things take away your smile, your light. Let the light shine forth. That's the advice that I want to transmit in today's video, and I hope that you find benefit from it, because always when you are in the presence of someone that is happy and smiling, that transforms people's life, that delivers the message with a very strong effect. And that's the image that we want to project wherever we go, that when someone meets you, they say, wow, this is a believer. I want to be like him. I want to be like her. I want to have or keep this happiness, this faith. This is the way. As always, thank you so much, and God willing, we'll see each other in the next video.